likewise, in our daily life as we go through every day, this should be a question that we should be asking ourselves time and again. What shall I do to inherit eternal life? Because when we begin to see things from that point or that perspective, it begins to change the way on how we do our daily business, how we engage in our day-to-day life. So Jesus brings up the parable of the Samaritan woman. The first character was the man that was hurting. You know, our roads are filled with people that needs a touch, people that are drug addicts, people that are broken, that have been emotionally hurt or wounded. Probably not in the roads or maybe in the church, and we can be sitting face to face, but there are people that are hurt and they are wounded from the circumstances that life has taken them through. Then there comes the second person in the parable, is the man who inflicted their hurt. The thief who seeks to fulfill his own selfish intention. Those with no concern for the rights of others. Like the thieves in the story, there are those who today who rob and intentionally hurt others. They seek to gain at the expense of others. And as we go through the story of the Samaritan, Jesus is trying to portray the picture of what society tries to paint, that we can be in one of those groups. We can be that person that is hurt, in need of a touch, in need of someone to hug, in need of someone to encourage them. They are going through a moment of pain and they are looking for that good Samaritan. They are looking for that someone to heal them. And then there's the third person. The priest saw the wounded man but was inattentive. He passed by on the other side. There was no remorse that was shown. He just walks past and he just sees the man and he continues and he says, I'm too busy. Today I'm going to do cell. I cannot. I do not have time. How often are we like the priest? Busy, going somewhere, preoccupied with our schedule. We do not have time to be bothered. We know we are out to do good to all people, but not today, probably the other day. Then comes the Levite. The Levite was worse than the priest. He stopped, he walked over, he looked at the bruise and the bleeding man, then he passed on. He saw the hurt, but there was no feeling, there was no emotional conviction that could tell that the agape love of God, he needs that touch. Then the Good Samaritan. And Jesus uses the Samaritan. He is the hero in this story. And he says that he came with that heart of compassion. So the Samaritan, Good Samaritan, he knew what needed to be done and he did it. His actions represented a sacrifice of time, a sacrifice of resources. He did not only saw what needs to be done, but he also invested his money. He also invested his resources. Because when we invest our resources, when we invest our talent, when we invest our time, our money into what breaks the heart of God, God will see to it that He will align things, our business, our family, whatever breaks our heart, God is going to see to it that He sees that it comes to pass. The work of the Good Samaritan. If you are hurting, sow the seed and minister to someone that is hurting. If you are sick, go and pray for someone that is sick.
Kau sabi ba ungkay tu kira nasi kau nak tindai. Inta boso tu kau nak pakai sama, ni pakai lu sialo, ni pakai lu tutaki. Hallelujah. Kami biti kau na two hands of the gospel. One hand is the proclamation. Kau makan talaw tu kau matang di sekali kuah, where we have to proclaim the gospel. And ang buta ni bengarai ya kami biti dondo sara saya kau nak kena demonstrate lagi cikgu na lolo manikalu. Kau tu kau bangko Paula. I am not ashamed of the gospel. Hausang ni mandu ataka. Na itu tu binaka malaba. Malado tiko kina endona kaukawa. Lebo nangong ta sa balitalangan na bika saya do politika ta sa makanta mandu ataka na wasya natura. Wasya tiko na tatan tura. Kunita kita kan no muchisu. Yo ta kita ko itu kon tonanga ona na ta kita ko. Urara sa weekend menda musu chisu ninda sota mata. Inda saya ta dito tal na malua saya lila chisu chiko ngusuta. Na bosu ni kalau ni sabu na utaki. E baka chiko ko endona makineta. Nangone sabu na utakene kina ko sa gaya babala. Na makineta ni sambi wal lutu na makineta no dorbanua saranga itiko bu mer toso na bikatu. It has the power to create new things, create life, bring people to salvation. Hallelujah. Seraka na mula ni tamata. Mani bagala na peso ni teboro, na peso ni drugs, Na besu ni maruana, na besu ni ais. Haleluya. Na bosu ni kalau chiko kina na kau mesereka na bulan tamata. Owe bosu bendo na sika dindai. Koneri alo lelai, patara kalau lumi ko tiko sika ni kuwa. Obakala ni obesu tiko beka na ndona banua o sini kila. Unua daba na lama takina no mbula na besu ni mataka. Haleluya. Na lutu na besu ngori, na besu ni wali besu ngori na lutu.